Привет! Добро пожаловать на урок. Welcome to the fourth lesson of the Russian for Beginners course. And today I would like to continue talking about greetings and manners. But first, we will review what we've learned in the previous lesson. Let's get started. Привет. Informal way to say hello. Здравствуйте. Formal way to say hello. Пока. Informal way to say bye. До свидания. Formal way to say bye. Спасибо. Thank you. Пожалуйста. You're welcome. Как ты? How are you? Хорошо. Good. Я Мария. I am Maria. Очень приятно. Nice to meet you. How was it? Was it hard? I hope you refreshed in your memory these words and phrases, and now you're ready to fill up your vocabulary. In the previous lesson, I already told you about the structure in order to say your name. I am Maria, for example. But since in the Russian language we don't use the verb to be in the present tense, we say Я, I, Maria, my name. But now I would like to give you another option to say the same phrase. You can use the following structure. Меня зовут, and here's your name. For example, Меня зовут Мария. Меня зовут Мария. Меня, me, зовут, call, Maria, name. Меня зовут Мария. To ask someone's name in Russian, use this question. Как тебя зовут? Как тебя зовут? Как, how, тебя, you, зовут, call. Как тебя зовут? As you may notice, the order of words in Russian is different from English, but we will practice and you will definitely get used to it. Okay, let's try to do this exercise using the words we've learned in the previous lessons. Please take your time, write down this dialogue and fill in the blanks, and then I will show you my version. Let's take a look. Привет. Hello. Привет. Hello. Как тебя зовут? What is your name? Меня зовут Мария. My name is Maria. Как тебя зовут? What is your name? Меня зовут Джон. Or Я Джон. Очень приятно. My name is John. Or I am John. Nice to meet you. Очень приятно. Nice to meet you too. It was my version. Please share yours. Did you succeed? Did you have mistakes? In any case, it's absolutely fine. Absolutely fine if you did. Okay? We continue. And now let's talk about options for greeting during the day. Good morning. In Russian, Доброе утро. Доброе утро. Доброе means kind. Утро, morning. And one more time. Доброе утро. Доброе утро. Good afternoon. Добрый день. Добрый день. Добрый means kind. День, afternoon. Добрый день. Добрый день. If you greet someone in the evening or at night, you can say Добрый вечер. Добрый вечер. Добрый, kind, good, evening, вечер. Добрый вечер. If you want to say good night to someone who is going to sleep, you can also use these phrases. Доброй ночи. Доброй ночи. Добрый, kind, ночи, night. Or спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи. Спокойный. Calm or peaceful. Ночи. Night. Доброй ночи. Спокойной ночи. Okay, let's have a practice. Try to fill in the blanks in this dialogue. As usual, take your time, write it down, and think about what you would add here. And then I will show you my version. Let's see my version. Добрый вечер. Good evening. Добрый вечер. Good evening. Как ты? How are you? Я хорошо. Как ты? I'm fine. What about you? Я хорошо. Спасибо. I'm fine. Thank you. Now I would like to talk about apologies in Russian. We have 3 words for apology. The first one is простите. Простите. This word can be used in both formal and informal communication. In formal communication, we say простите. Простите. For example, if you apologize to a stranger, or to a leader, or to a teacher, or to a person who is older than you. If you want to apologize to your friend or sister, someone close to you, use the short version. Прости. Прости. It's more casual. The second word is извините. Извините. As well as with the previous word, it can be used both in formal and in informal communication. Just in formal communication, we fully pronounce this word, and in informal, just like in the previous word, a short version. Извини. Извини. And the last option is the phrase прошу прощения. Прошу прощения. I'm asking for your forgiveness. Прошу. Ask. Прощение. Forgiveness. Прошу прощения. I would say that this phrase is rarely used in everyday life. Rather, this option is suitable for formal communication. For example, if you are late for a meeting, or if you are late for an interview. Also, if you accidentally pushed a stranger and at the same time you, as a polite person, want to apologize, you can also use this phrase. Прошу прощения. Moreover, you know, this is a very beautiful phrase, characteristic of intelligent and educated people, so I advise you to remember it. The key point is that all 3 words can be used in very different situations, only intonation changes. Let's try to work with intonation. For example, you want to attract the attention of a cashier or a waiter. Just remember how you say it in English. Excuse me. Простите. Извините. Прошу прощения. So it's the same. The only thing, I use the full form of words, since most likely you will not know the cashier or the waiter, and when talking with a stranger, the formal version is used. Let's hear what intonation we will use if we bump into someone. First of all, let's imagine how we would say it in English. Sorry. And in Russian, прости or простите. Извини or извините. Прошу прощения. Okay, the next case is when we interrupt someone. We usually sound like we are going to say something else after our apology. For example, sorry. Sorry, I would like to comment on this. In Russian, the intonation is the same. Простите or прости. Извините or извини. And the last one, прошу прощения. Also, let's consider the option when something really unpleasant happened and you really want to apologize. This should sound solid and serious. In English, it probably would sound I'm sorry. In Russian, простите or прости. Извините. Извини. Прошу прощения. I think I sounded a little too dramatic, but okay. Let's try to practice our intonation depending on the situation. The first situation. Imagine that you're walking in a store and accidentally nudge someone as you pass by. What will you say? Let's have a look. You can say «Простите», «Прошу прощения» or «Извините». Next situation. You are sitting in a restaurant and want some more water and you need to call over the waiter. What will you say? Let's check. Since you will be talking to a stranger with whom you are not close, most likely you will use the following options. Простите. Прошу прощения. Извините. Did you complete this task? If yes, then it's great. If not, then you can always rewind and try again. Okay, let's have a look at the next case. Imagine that you are having a conversation with someone and you want to interject. You say «Простите», «Извините», «Прошу прощения». There were options in case of formal communication. For example, if you want to delicately interrupt your teacher. If you want to interrupt someone with whom you have informal communication, use short versions of the first two words. Прости. Извини. Good. Now let's look at the last situation. You are hungry and you eat your roommate's last homemade cookie, not knowing that she was saving it. What will you say? Since most likely you've been acquaintance with your neighbor for a long time and you're quite close, and you can call your relationship informal, then I advise you to use short forms suitable for this. Прости or извини. All the more so, who knows, maybe she was saving it for you. This was the last case that we analyzed in order to consolidate the topic of intonation that we use when we apologize. Now let's learn new nouns to diversify our exercises. And the first one is кофе. Кофе. I guess it will not be hard to remember it. So let's have a look at the next word. Вода. Вода. Water. Вода. And the last one, пиво. Пиво. Beer. Now let's learn a phrase that you can use if you need something and you want to ask someone to bring it to you. The first phrase can be used both in formal and informal communication. The second is more likely only in informal, since it's less polite and more likely to call for action. Не могли бы вы принести мне something? Не могли бы вы принести мне? Could you bring me? And the second one? Можешь принести мне something? Можешь принести мне? Can you bring me? Не могли бы вы принести мне? Можешь принести мне? Okay, let's do two exercises. First exercise. Упражнение. Try to translate this sentence. Take your time, write it down, and then we will check it out. Could you bring me some coffee? Не могли бы вы принести мне кофе? Не могли бы вы принести мне кофе? Не могли бы вы принести мне кофе? And the second exercise. Try to translate this sentence. Can you bring me a bear? Can you bring me a bear? Можешь принести мне пиво? Можешь принести мне пиво? Можешь принести мне пиво? I would also like to remind you that there are no articles in Russian. Great job! Let's review our lesson and repeat new words and phrases. Повторение. Имя. Имя. Name. Меня зовут. Your name. For example, меня зовут Мария. Меня зовут Мария. My name is Maria. Как тебя зовут? Как тебя зовут? What is your name? Доброе утро. Доброе утро. Good morning. Добрый день. Добрый день. Good afternoon. Добрый вечер. Добрый вечер. Good evening. Доброй ночи. Доброй ночи. Good night. Спокойной ночи. Спокойной ночи. Good night. Простите. Простите. О, прости. Sorry. Прошу прощения. Прошу прощения. Sorry. Excuse me. Извините. Извините. Or извини. Sorry. Кофе. Кофе. Coffee. Вода. Вода. Water. Пиво. Пиво. Bear. Не могли бы вы принести мне... Не могли бы вы принести мне... Could you bring me... Можешь принести мне... Можешь принести мне... Can you bring me... That's it. Excellent work. We did a great job and I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next class. Пока-пока.